Well, I suppose a lot of you are wondering if I smoke pot. Well, I don't, and I'll tell you why. When I was 18 years old, just after graduating high school, I went on a mission, a religious mission, into the deep heart of Africa. Now, I don't know how many of you have been there, but it's a pretty wild place, and there's a lot of pretty crazy things that can happen. On one of the very first days I was there, probably like the first day I went to this small village, and I was introduced to a man by the name of Ginji, and he introduced me to what I thought was just sort of a welcoming ritual in their culture. And he had me, smoke on this stuff that he called tamenji. And even, I felt pretty weird about doing it, but I thought that it was harmless, and I would probably do more harm by not participating, But anyway, whatever this stuff was, it was a very powerful psychedelic drug and hallucinogenic. And then for the next, I guess it's really hard to say, there was a period of time following that I was in a state of derealization, I guess you could say. I didn't really understand what was going on around me, and my mind was sort of building up these elaborate worlds and scenarios, and it was like I was going around, in the jungle, I guess you could say, and I was finding these like sheep and lamb, and I'd run up and I would grab them and catch them, with my bare hands, and actually eat them, devour them, some of them alive. I'd eat, I did this numerous times, and sometimes I would eat the skin off of them and leave them there squirming and alive, and just a lot of really disturbing stuff. I'd come up upon a family of them, and I'd fight off the older and then still the babies, and kill them. And this went on, it's hard to say because, like I say, it's psychedelic stuff, it's all in your mind or whatever. And then through the course of this spell, at some point, I came across this swamp, and these insects, like dragonflies, started to alight upon my body, and they were alighting on. I was living in sort of this wild primordial state, so of course I didn't have clothes on, so they were lighting on parts of my body that normally they wouldn't be able to. In my mind it was a dragonfly. I'm sure some of you entomologists out there will say it wasn't a dragonfly because it started to suck my blood. But, it started as 1, 2, 3, a couple, 3, 4, and in the state I was in, it wasn't like they were sucking my blood. It was like they were imparting their knowledge to me, and this knowledge started to grow more and more painful until I started to realize that, what had been going on for the last few weeks wasn't a psychedelic, hallucination or anything at all. It was reality, and the pain of the kind of, the pain of that realization I started to feel on my body where these insects were, and I shooting them away, and I started to become more in tune with actually with reality or whatever. And these weren't like, you know, there's not a bunch of sheep and lamb running through the jungles of Africa or whatever. I mean, they were actually people that I had been doing this to, and the pain of that started to sink in, and it hurt quite a bit. You know, you might be thinking, well, what you were doing was against the law. Why didn't they come and arrest you? But the truth is, what in that deep part of Africa, what I was doing, that was the law. You know? I mean, did I hurt people? I mean, I take some solace in the fact that a lot of these children, they don't have a great life expectancy anyway, and a lot of them probably were already suffering from, you know, congenital or acquired illnesses that were going to kill them anyway. The other thing I think about is it's like, you know, was that real? Or was that all just a dream? Or was that sort of like was that something I acquired through the shared subconscious, representing the way Western culture treats, you know, third world societies and sort of abuses and profits off of them. You know, it's probably all of the above. I'm still going with Mavs in 7.